I say no to discrimination.
I say no to institutionalized racism.
I say no to discrimination.
I say no to judging.
I say no to put-downs.
I say no to malevolence.
I say no to stereotypes.
I say no to stigma.
I say no to racism.
I say no to stereotype.
I say no to racism.
I say no to proving them right.
I say no to racial profiling.
I say no to discrimination.
I say no to racism.
I say no to ignorance.
I say no to mocking Black culture and using it as a fashion statement.
I say no to stereotype.
I say no to hatred.
I say no to mean people.
I say no to being a product of my environment.
I say no to hate.
I say no to racial discrimination.
I say no to discrimination.
I say no to hate crimes.
I say no to othering.
I say no to ignorant stereotype jokes.
I say no to racial profiling.
I say no to racism.
I say no to anyone who says that I can't be successful because I'm Black.
I say no to ignorance.
I say no to white supremacy in my classroom.
I say no to continued indifference.
I say no to being disrespected.
I say no to ignorance.
I say no to stereotypes.
I say no to racism.
I say no to discrimination.
I say no to racism.
I say no to segregation.
I say no to stereotypes.
I say no to ignorance.
I say no to race hatred.
I say no to racism.
I say no to hypocrisy.
I say no to hate crimes.
I say no to achievement gap.
I say no to inequality.
I say no to hate.
I say no to stereotypes regarding race or gender.
I say no to hatred.
I say no to hate speech.
I say no to stereotyping.
I say no to miseducation.
I say no to derogatory remarks.
I say no to discrimination.
I say no to racial privilege.
I say no to assumptions that I'm going to be a failure because of the color of my skin.
I say no to the people putting minorities down even though they are successful.
I say no to microaggression. I say no to uninformed comments. I say no to discrimination based on the color of your skin. I say no to underestimating someone because of the school they come from.
I say no to inequality.
I say no to ostracism.
I say no to being judgmental.
I say no to hatred and pain.
I say no to put-downs. I say no to stereotypes.
I say no to ignorance.
I say no to human oppression of any kind.
I say no to disrespect.
I say no to Eurocentric views.
I say no to ignorance.
I say yes to equality.
I say no to racial discrimination.
I say no to judgment.
I say no to disrespectful behaviors.
I say no to hatred.
I say no to colorism. I say no to hatred.
I say no to racism. I say no to racism.
I say no to disrespect.
I say no to stereotypes.
I say no to ignorance.
I say no to bigotry.
I say no to the modern day Jim Crow.
I say no to ignorance.
I say no to insensitivity.
I say no to stereotypes. I say yes to standing up for what is right.
I say yes to love, advocating, and acceptance.
I say yes to speaking out against institutionalized racism.
I say yes to unity and compassion.
I say yes to empathy.
I say yes to opening our minds.
I say yes to the capability of students of color.
I say yes to an equal education opportunity.
I say yes to building a community.
I say yes to equality.
I say yes to minority representation.
I say yes to going to college and proving people wrong.
I say yes to changing the world.
I say yes to education.
I say yes to peace, love, and equality. I say yes to a global embrace.
I say yes to Si Se Puede.
I say yes to future innovators.
I say yes to spread love that we do hate.
I say yes to making a change.
I say yes to minorities.
I say yes to being Black. I say yes to love and compassion for all. I say yes to equality.
I say yes to positivity.
I say yes to family.
I say yes to breaking the stereotype.
I say yes to unity.
I say yes to forgiveness.
I say yes to respect. I say yes to the success of minorities.
I say yes to happiness.
I say yes to empowerment.
I say yes to equal opportunity for all.
I say yes to adolescents having the ability to strive for success. I say yes to compassion. I say yes to diversity.
I say yes to equal education opportunities.
I say yes to respect.
I say yes to hope.
I say yes to humanity.
I say yes to empathy.
I say yes to positivity.
I say yes to respect.
I say yes to empathy.
I say yes to family. I say yes to equality.
I say yes to humanity.
I say yes to education.
I say yes to love.
I say yes to love.
I say yes to love.
I say yes to love.